and Music Makers by Blaurock Press, 2012. Buy it. Your writing has appeared in the Ottawa Literary Review, the Dragnet magazine, Best Ultra Short Poems, a Canadian poetry anthology published by Ontario Poetry Society, and shortlisted for a literary prize on CBC Canada Writers. You are also the recipient of the 2012 Mattia International Poetry Award and the 2012 City of Vaughan Rave Award in the Literary Arts. And as though that were not enough, you serve on the board of directors for the CWILA and the
La Rocca Memorial Society.
Yes, then you serve on the board of the La Rocca Memorial Society, and you're a member of the CWILA and the AICW. Do you ever feel like taking a day off? Because that was,
Yes.
that was hard just to get through.
I don't know what day off means, so...
Yeah, evidently so. So you've been travelling through Europe now for 2 months?
Yes.
A month of which has been in Italy.
Mm-hmm.
How has that influenced your writing? How's that sort of impacted on it?
Well, coming here, my original intention was to work on a book of short stories or a novel, and I had everything planned out. After 2 months of traveling, 1 month quite intensively, everything changed, and I had been writing poetry throughout that time. Since coming here, I've decided to go with what my heart is telling me to do, and I've continued writing poetry. And a lot of it is based on my travels. You'll see it in my manuscript. A lot of the poems include the places I've been, the things I've seen, and the people I've been so thankful to meet. So my travels have had a great inspiration on me, and especially my time here.
Okay, cool. What about technique-wise? Is there anything, like, what have you taken that you had before, working in Canada, that you brought over? Has everything remained rigid, sort of technique-wise, or have you, started experimenting with just writing in a different format?
Mm-hmm.
Or what have you found that's, I guess what I mean is, what have you found is essentially at the core of how you do what you do?
Dedication. So I've brought my discipline from home here to this beautiful, relaxing place. What has changed, though, is the manner in which I go about my work. So I won't be writing for hours on end. I'll take the time to enjoy the pleasures of this beautiful land and to be inspired and to allow myself to be inspired by the world, which I've been so lucky and fortunate to have had the opportunity to see even more of.
Okay. And the body of work that you've created here, have you got an idea of where it goes next, or are you doing it purely for the joy of making it at the time?
Well, I have completed this manuscript here of about now 47 poems. I'm hoping to, when I go home, you're laughing at me.
No,
I'm hoping to fine-tune it even more, and hopefully I will be published. Hopefully I will publish another book of poetry. It wasn't my goal coming here, but it now has become that. So this is all of my scrap work that has become this. So I do hope to turn this into a book.
And can you identify things specifically that have inspired you while being, not just in Italy, but on your travels? Are there things that have really kind of, sort of sparked the idea of, I want to work on this? Or...
The people I've met, definitely.
You're welcome.
Scenes that I have witnessed, different cultures that I've been introduced to, have all inspired this body of work and changed my mind completely about what I want to do going forward.
Yeah. And then when you get back to Canada, have you got like I'm reluctant to use the word battle plan, but that seems to be the way you approach your work. Like, have you got a fix on the thing you're going to go back and just be like, right now I focus on this?
I might take a break actually from this, since I've done a lot of work here that I know I will continue to work on and pursue. I'm going back home to work with my city council actually on planning a literary festival in my community. And thanks to Ducha and Mima, I think I have been inspired even more to work in my community, and I'm very happy that that is now going through and I've been approved to work on that. So that's what I'll be doing when I go back.
Fantastic. And then I guess, without me going on any longer, I suppose I should ask you, would you read some poems for us now?
Sure, I would love to.
I guess I'll get out of your way and let you do it.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, well.
I belong to the world. I belong to the world of faded photos and forgotten books, fields of narcissus, carnations, yarrow, and the golden age of indifference. Lemons and children flutter to earth, slow descent, immortality. All unsee the unseen, hollow trees reaching out of soul-littered soil. I belong to the sky, vast and drowning. I belong to the ocean that evaporates into air and leaves behind an empty gorge of lost ships. I belong to the world of water choking on oil, animals drenched in bullets, humans who forgot how to love, with all its poison still feeds me stars, and colors in the shadows that were never there. There will be a time when I think of that moment, the one in which I belong to silver raindrops, worlds in glass bubbles, blurred stories played out in puddles. In the distance, people were laughing. The moon turned on for us in this place, where no one has died from hunger. Life has not been replaced by images, where commodities have not colonized naked existence, and God is only vapor, a feeling, peace. Music crawled out of the earth and swept through hollow leaves and trees, and reminded me today I belong to the world. This tiny acid raindrop about to hit the ground and explode. The ocean that evaporates into air. But it is enough that I belong, and you are here. The second poem is called Hidden Origin, and it's called Hidden Origin because I was inspired by a composition by Ludovico Einaudi that is called L'origine nascosta, and I listened to this music while I wrote this during my first week here at La Macina, and I will now read it for all of you. Hidden Origin. The heart of this land is too big a place. It beats, vibrates, hums in peaceful peril, a perpetual patchwork quilt of verdant squares. Small and foreign, I enter the constant flux of permanent impermanence, beyond static to kinetic, and shake the globe, trying to see through the snow. An old woman stares into the vibrating night, fixtures of the land in reluctant harmony. There is a house heavy with the weight of years. Sunlight streams through, ghosts wander about its stone cellars, and leave behind colors. Splendiferous machinations, blue, purple, indigo, green, fleeting. None of which is, as they continually vanish into the other, unbroken by beginning or end. Green replaced by red, purple by yellow, new shadows appear and disappear, yielding to the inevitable wave. But the colors remain crumbling from canvases, dying, reborn in different eyes, lights, beauty, and tragedy. The sun that gives color to the vines burns a single grape until it's in slow motion it falls, and the earth, embellished with mummified frogs and porcelain leaves, makes room. Life and death cohabit quietly, waiting to continually vanish into the other. Thank you.